I take Pacquiao.
Why?
Because I always wanted to fight him.
Okay.
And I felt like he ran.
Okay. And he ran from you?
Hey.
Are you saying Manny Pacquiao ran from you? He's the best in the world. I want to know from him.
So,
I tell you this. Since before, I'm wanting to fight Terence Crawford, but I don't know why they don't give it to me.
Bob Arum said that you didn't want to fight.
No, I want to fight.
Randy Couture versus Manny Pacquiao. It looks like the fight we thought would never happen will happen. But it's not just the game that has shocked people. The reaction from Terence Crawford has caused a lot of discussion in the boxing world.
Manny Pacquiao claimed that you were afraid to fight him. You want to clear that up?
Listen, we've been calling for that fight since 2015. Everybody know Bob Arum wanted to make the fight. Pacquiao and Freddie Roach.
Because Crawford didn't send a polite press release or make a PRF-friendly statement. Instead, he went on X, formerly Twitter, and attacked everyone, including critics, haters, and even some of boxing's best legends. I don't understand why people are so serious about this. He said in tweet after tweet that Crawford does not sell BS and defended his name, character, and legacy. He wasn't just talking to his fans, either. He was addressing Manny Pacquiao as Oscar de la Hoya and telling everyone why his name should be linked to the best of all time.
Knockout bracket. Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, at their prime? Yeah, Pacquiao knockout.
The boxing world has been turned upside down by this story, which has included angry posts on social media and talks about big fights. Fans said Crawford was too popular, wasn't selling fights, and avoided big names, which led to his temper tantrum. He didn't take it well. He replied, "Every fighter I've ever fought liked me more than anyone else, except Amir Khan when he fought Canelo. These fighters couldn't do the same thing they did with me against other fighters." He told everyone that he has always been the bad guy in every fight. To make things worse, Oscar de la Hoya said that Manny Pacquiao would have knocked out Terence Crawford when he was at his best. That's when everything went off.
Never really gonna give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great right now, and we not appreciating it.
Crawford's answer was one of the most moving things that boxing fans on Twitter have ever seen. Oscar de la Hoya said Manny Pacquiao would have beaten him because he stopped him. "I would have had you, Pacquiao, and anyone else you thought could beat me." Fans were not shocked just because I was responsible. Some people thought it was rude. A fighter who told the truth without any filters, some people thought, was exactly what boxing needed. But this was more than just a little trash talk. This man was protecting his whole history.
And is refusing to pay sanctioning fees to them for his $50 million fight against Canelo. $50 million! Did he forget where he came from? Or how he got there? How do you think you rose to that level? Through the ranking system.
Crawford then said that he had never been in a close fight, made a tough choice, or been accused of using drugs to improve his performance. "It's one thing to say Crawford can't beat this guy," he said. "He's going to lose. And I've heard that my whole life. But when it goes the other way, there are a lot of reasons not to."
And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. We really didn't realize it until now when he's doing extraordinary stuff.
There was no excitement that drove Crawford. It was about getting things straight. Fans said Crawford was too popular, wasn't selling fights, and avoided big names, which led to his temper tantrum. He didn't take it well. He replied that besides Amir Khan's fight with Canelo, mine was their biggest fight. "Any of these fighters couldn't do what they did to me with other people. I am sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't help with that request." Fans were shocked. Some people thought it was rude. A fighter who told the truth without any filters, some people thought, was exactly what boxing needed. But this was more than just a little trash talk. This man was protecting his whole history. Crawford then said that he had never been in a close fight, made a tough choice, or been accused of using drugs to improve his performance. "It's one thing to say Crawford can't beat this guy," he said. "He's going to lose. And I've heard that my whole life. But when it goes the other way, there are a lot of reasons not to." There was no excitement that drove Crawford. It was about getting things straight.
I hear so many excuses like they didn't want it, but Freddie Roach on the record saying he didn't want Pacquiao to fight. I just think Top Rank wanted to protect Pacquiao because of the money issue.
Reports say that Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford will meet. Boxing fights in places like Saudi Arabia and Las Vegas are thought to have paid out the most money on record. When it comes to pay, Crawford isn't going into the ring for anything less than money that will last generations. He has made it clear, $100 million or nothing. Bernie the boxer, who is close to Crawford, said in an interview that they will not make it happen unless they give him $100 million.
I don't know what Crawford's going to do, but there's nothing else for Crawford to do. Let me say this one last, if they don't give him 100 million, if you don't hear them giving him 100 million, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
These are the words Crawford used. It is an exact replay of the Canelo talks, where Canelo supposedly made $100 million to $150 million and Crawford only got $10 million. Crawford is adamant that he will get the same amount of respect this time. But just as people were talking more about the fight, the WBC dropped a surprise that made everything fall apart. The World Boxing Council took away Crawford's title, which was a surprise. Withdrawing a champion's recognition is the worst decision we could ever make, said Mauricio Sullen, president of the WBC. I'm truly sorry for Terence's behavior.
Well, it's very unfortunate. The worst situation, the worst decision that the WBC could ever take is to withdraw recognition of a champion. And I am very sorry for Terence's actions. His actions led to the WBC decide something.
There was no money involved when Crawford refused to pay the fees for his fights with Israel Madrimov and Canelo Alvarez. Sulman said it wasn't about money. It's important to follow the rules.
There are rules, there are structures, there are forms, and the WBC only reason for existence is the fighter, the boxer. Before, during, and after the years of their activity in the ring. Terence Crawford is a boxer. Terence Crawford is a sensational champion.
There was no way Crawford would have it. He was so angry that he went live on social media and spoke to the group right away. The WBC has the green belt, but the real belt is the free ring belt. You are welcome to have the belt. It's an award. Anyhow,
Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right?
Bans was there for both sides. Some said the WBC was involved in politics, while others said Crawford was just sticking up for what he believed in. No matter what, he won't have his green belt with him when he fights Pacquiao. But he does have something even more dangerous, a point to make. This brings us to the question that boxing fans all over the world disagree about. Could Terence Crawford beat Manny Pacquiao when he was at his best? Oscar de la Hoya says that Pacquiao would have beaten him badly in his prime. But Crawford doesn't agree. He actually thinks that there is only one person in history who could have challenged him: Mayweather. Floyd Jr. Crawford said he was going to respect the people who came before him. However, Mayweather is the only one I would have a problem with because of how he acts.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
This is a statement of confidence. Some people might think it's cocky, but that's just how Crawford is. Crawford remains unapologetic, unfazed, and unaffected by criticism. Now he has the perfect chance to put all doubters to rest in one night. Crawford thought he had choices before this fight. It was rumored that Canelo would fight the winner of John Beck, Alam Connolly versus Iris Landalera for a prize in a 6th weight class. But those plans fell through when Jambek tested positive for a drug that was not allowed just a few days before the fight. Since the fight was called off, Pacquiao was the only real opponent left. Canelo's team is said to be open to a rematch, but Crawford's conditions are still clear. It's either $100 million or no deal. As promised, Bernie the boxer said it again. It won't happen unless they give him $100 million. That's why people who back him contest the legacy fight. It's not just a fight. It has to do with past, approval, and having power over the boxing story itself.
You get positioned to make that kind of money. I mean, come on, you're 38 years old. You've been paying sanctioning fees for a long time in the past. There's nothing new here. It's nothing groundbreaking. You had no problem when they were ranking you to fucking fight Canelo. It's like my agent getting me a huge movie and he's asking for his 10%.
Now we're here. Crawford's vicious online fight ignited social media. His disagreement with the WBC about the price of sanctions. His crazy $100 million demand for the biggest fights in the world. Now comes the long-awaited fight with 8-division fighting legend Manny Pacquiao, who used to be the best boxer in the world. It's not just another fight. It's that time meeting. The old Story is pitted against the new leader. He says that he has been the cause of the trouble from the start. The legacy of Pacquiao says otherwise. One fights for history, and the other for acceptance. Who wins because history is on their side? What is the significance of the Lion story? Feel free to write your thoughts in the space below.
Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing.
Legit.
And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship.
Okay, guys, if you want to get the latest fighting news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to MMA Motive and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss out on great content. Watch some of our other movies.